Hey guys, Jeffries here, and welcome to episode 86 of You Don't Win Anything with Kids. And welcome to the first episode where I can safely say we are probably not going to win this match. Then, that might sound a little bit defeatist, but when you see who it is I'm up against, you'll see why. Even though they've got Kevin Nolan, we are playing West Ham. We are playing at the Boleyn Ground, which is Upton Park to you and I. Upton Park? Upton, yeah, yeah, that one, West Ham Stadium. And you can see they actually got a pretty strong 11 still. They still got Jääskeläinen, they got Mark Noble, Winston Reid, Joey O'Brien, Kevin Nolan, Stuart Downing, John Guidetti, who I'm a huge fan of. And to be honest, if I had the money and the time and the realism, I'd be looking to sign him, but I don't, so I don't. Now we're going to go for a strong starting 11. Probably our normal starting 11, with the exception of Campbell. As you can see, he is ineligible for this match because he's on loan. So we're going to put Keith Wilson in his place, the wonderful Keith Wilson. And we're also going to swap out Forster Kasky because you can see he's only on 87% fitness. And we're going to put in, McGregor. And it means we can swap these two back over, and Delamond gets to play the more attacking of the centre midfield roles. And yeah, that's all we can do. I'm going to keep Tomlin out there. Beckhold will sit out for another week. He is technically back in training now, but he's still not in a great condition, so that's why he's not in the team today. Just looking down West Ham's subs. So they've got Stephen Henderson, I think that is. They got Tootle. They got Hogan Ephraim, who actually, I think he started his career at West Ham, then he went to QPR, been out on loan a few times, so he must have worked his way back to West Ham. Sam Vokes, who's a good player. Someone Oscar, I don't know who that is. Abdul Razak. He used to be at City, probably still is at City in real life, but he's at West Ham on here. And Ravel Morrison, who is hot and cold, to say the least. Yeah, that's all that can be said, really. Get out there and carry straight on from where you finished last match. Good idea. What a plan. Let's see. Wouldn't it be fantastic if we could just win this game? Like, if we ended up winning by 4 or 5 goals, that would be quite special. But just to win this game, knock West Ham out of the League Cup in our first ever game in the League Cup. That would just be a monumentous moment in the history of Jeffries United. That would be the pinnacle of our promotion to the Football League, is just knowing that we can play against the big boys and win. Hopefully I'm not setting us up to go 1-0 down, because that would be quite embarrassing. I really hope that's not happening. We're doing well so far. We've survived the first 2 minutes, almost. No chances for either team. Possession-wise, it's pretty even. Not so even now, it's just ticked over. We've got more possession now. Brilliant. McGregor with the long throw towards Wilson, headed out. Downing flicks it on, Guidetti on the ball. Challenged by Stevens, gets past Stevens. Is that Villa? Nope, Delamond makes the challenge. He did win it, but he couldn't hold on to it. He then tripped over himself by the looks of it. Boca? Is that how you pronounce his name? He got the ball there. Delamond's won it back into Manton. Clever ball to Wilson. He's got Tomlin on the overlap. He goes for goal himself, puts it high and wide. To be honest, it's a good start. We've had 2 shots, they've had none. I might be a bit quiet in this game, guys. I'm sort of not focusing, but just watching intently to see what happens. This could be a fairly, almost like a mime artist episode. Another shot from Delamond this time, and that's gone over as well. I'm happy with this start, actually. I wasn't expecting us to be losing heavily, but I thought we'd be in trouble at this stage of the game. And we could still be in trouble here. Bennett, yep, we are in trouble. Okay, now we're 1-0 down. We had more possession, but we're 1-0 down. That's, yeah, a bit of a pain. This tests the team to see how well they can come back from being a goal down against bigger teams. You'll notice as well McGregor has picked up an injury. He doesn't... it says on by the stats on the side there that he's in not a bad way, but Huntington's feedback suggests that we should bring him off immediately. We have got Saville on the bench, so we've got options. Might have to use the options shortly. We've actually had more shots than West Ham. They've had more shots on target, but we've had more shots in general. And against a Premier League side at a Premier League ground, it's not bad, is it? It could be a lot worse. We could be 3-4 down by now. First ever game in the League Cup, first ever season in the Football League. We've literally just come up from the non-league. We've got a team full of kids. We are now 2-0 down to West Ham, but we're still putting up a fight. And since we're 2-0 down, there'd be no harm in me making this sub now. So I'm going to bring Saville on for McGregor. There we go. I should have actually mentioned this beforehand, before this match. I said in the last episode about keeping John Daly because he's a backup at the centre-back position. In the last match, I found out that Saville also plays centre-back. You can see there he plays centre-back, defence mid and centre mid. So because of that, I've actually gone and released John Daly. I also released John Ashton. I can't remember whether I said that or not. I know I said he wouldn't leave on a mutual termination, so I released him on a free. I also released Steven Schumacher, and I've put Worthington, Robertson, and I can't remember the other guy. I put another couple up for release, and I've also put a few players on the loan list again in the hope that someone will actually take them this time. You never know, they might do, they might not do. Right, we've won a free kick in a good position. Wilson with the ball over the top, straight to Jääskeläinen. Not a good ball, that. That wasn't a very good pass at all. If you could even call it that. Wilson with another free kick. That's clever to Carino. Good finish. Was he onside? No. No, he wasn't. So close to getting back into it. If he just held his run. All he needed to do was hold his run. Oh well. It says that Mantum and Carino look quite error prone. And I suppose being caught offside like that is quite error prone. So there's no excuses for being caught offside like that. You know, even if you knew Wilson was going to play it through to you, you'd still time your run. You're looking virtually along the line. You can see where all the defenders are. Just stay onside. That's all you've got to do is stay onside. Oh well. I keep saying oh well. I don't mean oh well. I mean what's done is done. Because it still bothers me a lot. Stupid mistakes like that. We could have been back in the match. Right. Now we move on. We've had 5 shots, 1 on target. West Ham have had 4 shots, 3 on target, and scored twice. So, Villa's injured, so he's going to have to come off. So that's 2 subs gone just because of injury. Where's Hutchinson? There he is. So I'm going to have to really have a very inspirational third substitution to keep this game going. I'm looking at players like Bobo maybe to come on and play in the hole where Mantum is, because he's not looking like he's having a very good game out there. Anybody else? No, I think that will be the change. Actually, Mantum off, Bobo on. I'll see who else is on my bench. Actually, I'll do that now. Scroll down. Lawrence maybe. I won't bring Rooney on just yet. He's going to have to wait for his debut, I think. Right, Noble with the ball in. Yeah, good claim from Pantaka there. Stop Bennett from getting on the head of it a second time. Delamon's not looking too clever out there either, actually. Just noticed that. Might bring him off. Bring Bobo on. Cartwright there was actually in a pretty good position, but decided to play it safe and knock it back to Pantaka. Tomlin's lost out there. Cartwright's going to go... No, he's going to find Jones. Giving the ball away again. It's sloppy passes, that's what it is. Saville wins it back well there. Tomlin to Wilson. clever ball to Delamond. I think he was onside. Good effort from Delamond. Forced to save out of Jaspelainen. Now we're getting somewhere. We've had 2 shots on target now. Now we're getting somewhere. Delamond's corner. To the far post, there was nobody there. That's not getting somewhere. That's disappointing. That's going backwards. I'm actually going to make the sub whilst I can. Bobo coming on for Delamond. I'm actually going to swap Delamond with Mantum. Put Mantum back in his actual position. Move Delamond forward. Play in that hole. See if he can make things tick. It's like the engine room of the side. Bobo. He's like the pivot point. Just everything can spin off him. It happened more so in our first season. I think now his development is going slower than the team's development, so he's not quite up to scratch yet, which is a bit of a shame because he's got the potential to be a fantastic player, but I think he'll be making more sub appearances this season than starting appearances, which again, I mean, it is a shame, but I've got to think about the team as well as player loyalties, so if he doesn't like it, I could end up loaning him out for the rest of the season, but hopefully that doesn't happen. Right, Bobo will cross there. Good cross. That was a really good header from Manton as well. I'm not really sure what that foul was given for. That's a strange decision. So we've got 5 minutes left. We're only 2-0 down. So it's better than nothing, I think is the better way of saying it. We're not getting our arses handed to us. And okay, we're not drawing and we're not winning ourselves, but we've given them a good match. They've had 8 shots, we've had 9. They've had 3 shots on target, we've had 2. So, shots-wise, it's been pretty 50-50. Possession-wise, we've had the majority of it now, 54 to 46. It's just been the clinical finishes where we've been lacking. And I suppose that's just unlucky on our part, because we have tried. We've had some good efforts. If Crino had stayed on side for that free kick, we could have been looking at 2-1 at half-time. Maybe we could have defended a little bit better for their first goal. It was a pretty easy ball across the top. Bennett just had a tap in, basically. But that is it. That's 2-0 full time. Our debut in the League Cup has only lasted 1 match. You can't be too disappointed with that, though, because high expectations against West Ham. You'd really have to be pushing the boundaries there to say that we could win that match. They're not actually Premier League, they're Championship, so maybe we could have beaten them. But oh well, that's irrelevant now. We're out of the League Cup, guys. We can focus on the league a little bit more till the FA Cup kicks off, provided we're in the FA Cup, because I don't think we were in it last season. Yeah, FA Cup not entered yet, and we still got the Johnson's Paint Trophy as well, our debut in that. So we can still win 3 competitions. If we win the league, which we're top of, if we win the FA Cup, which is probably not going to happen, but we've got a really good chance of winning the Johnson's Paint Trophy. And that's like, what's it like? It's like you got the FA Cup, which is it's the biggest cup in English football, and then you've got its lesser versions like the FA Trophy, which is the non-league version, really. I think the Skrill Premier is the highest team eligible to play, and I think it might go lower than Skrill's North-South. I think it goes 1 league below that. But then that's it. And then you've got the FA Vase, which is the competition below that one. The Johnson's Paint Trophy is sort of like the middle between the FA Cup and the FA Trophy. It's so like teams in League 1 and 2 who might not normally be able to win the FA Cup, or definitely can't win the FA Cup, and haven't really got a good chance at the League Cup. It gives them something to play for as well. So that's going to be a target for us. Try and win the Johnson's Paint Trophy. But I realise now I've been rambling on for the last few minutes about trophies, which we may or may not win. So I'm going to end this episode here, guys. Thank you very much for watching. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, be sure to click the subscribe button. If you have subscribed to my channel, thank you guys for your continued support. And until next time, I will see you soon.